Alright, recording.
Alright, go ahead.
Do you want to introduce?
Hi, we're Seek Shelter.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to answer questions, so this is what we're doing.
Okay, so backstory on the band / band biography.
Hi, Jones.
Well, we started in 2010. I'll give you a quick synopsis. It was me and Phil that started. We started jamming in his room, and then we found a drummer, moved to his basement. Then after that, we decided to start playing out after we got a singer and vocalist. Then in about 2011, we took a small hiatus due to personal reasons. And then in about the spring of 2012, me and Phil brought the band back. And then we had our bass player that just left the band, Russ, get involved, and the original drummer, Brenton. But he ended up leaving at the end of 2012. Then we got this guy.
My name's Ian.
In 2000, was it 2013 or was it last Christmas? It was around that year.
I think it was last Christmas.
It was around that
I
time.
think it was last Christmas.
Anyway, in about the beginning of summer, we picked up Brandon over here on vocals.
Brando, Commando.
Brandon.
And now we're at where we're at today.
For Brandon, what lyrical theme do you guys use in your music? What message do you want to send?
All of our lyrics right now are kind of themed about real life issues, such as like government corruption, people letting you down, humans destroying the world. Our full length EP or full length CD. I'm sorry.
Sorry if you can hear that terrible ambient noise, by the way. It's pretty bad.
But like we're gonna try to center our next full length around aliens. That's the cool thing to do right now. Yeah.
I'm not trying to say it was aliens, but
I mean, we don't really like portray a certain message. We're not like, yeah, be positive, be all about yourself. We're like, Satan 666. We just kind of write whatever we want to, and we just go from there.
Okay, how have the gigs you guys have been doing been? How are your shows
English!
going? I just read what it said. How are your shows going?
Fantastic.
Good, yeah.
We've
Go with good.
We've gotten great crowd reactions pretty much every time we've played. It's never been a bad show. Even if it's like to 6 people, they still move and love it. So I mean, I can't complain. What about you guys?
Not at all.
I'm happy
No,
where
I'm
we're at.
going to go with green on that one. Yeah.
I enjoy it thoroughly. Beating them around objects.
It's a
like,
good excuse for us to go and play.
It's a great opportunity.
Giving people to play.
Yeah, give people an
give it-
opportunity to have fun and, an excuse for us to go and play, I guess.
But it gives that people the connection we feel and what we do.
There you go. That too. I'm buying what he's selling, so.
What equipment do you guys use?
We can start down the line here, if you want me to go first, because I'm just going to talk about this for like 5 minutes, but I use an Ibanez RGD Series 7421, which is like the Indonesian model. I have a DiMarzio deactivator pickup in the bridge, 7-string, I don't know if I said that, but there it is. Spurzl locking tuners, a PV5150 Eddie Van Halen SIG head, a Randall 412 cab with Celestion 7080s, and the coup de grace would be my Groove Gear fret wrap, which keeps all those creepy China noises coming out when I do tight chugs. I guess that's where I'm at.
Fair enough.
Anybody who else wants to talk about what gear they're using?
I use my throat. No, I lied. My diaphragm. That's what I use. I use my
throat,
diaphragm.
people, ladies and gentlemen.
He's good at using his throat, what can we say?
Ian?
Right now I just got a new kit. Used to use a Pearl Masters custom with a rack system, all Pearl. Right now I'm fucking with kind of it's an Orange County drum set. Actually, it's a 6-piece, but there's a tom missing here. I normally like to use Zildjian Z customs. That's what I prefer. Pearl eliminators, pedals. Like if that, I used to grow up on it as a Cobra user, but Like I go more
The
into that
kick
with
pedals or
the 40.
Okay, cool.
I used to use those, and then now Pearl Eliminators. Then I've been switching up, trying to find something with the right, like more like longboard. So working on that now because
Like
of
an
the
access
heel
trick,
to toe trick. I mean,
Yeah.
pretty much that's it at the moment, son.
Right now I'm running a Line 6 Spider 2 head. I think they're the best out of the Spider heads. Running a low-end crate cabinet. It sounds great, so why not? My two guitars that I'm using are both Douglas 7 strings.
That bass is just
One
obnoxious.
is
There's no way they're gonna hear you.
Yo.
Just keep rolling. We'll figure out if it sounds good or not.
Right now I'm using a Line 6 Spider 2 head. I think they're the best sounding out of the Spider heads. I'm running a just low-end bass model crate cabinet. It's cheap, but it sounds good, so fuck it. And then for my guitars, I'm running two 7-string Douglases. One's a Grendel, that's a 27-inch scale, and the other is a Scope, which is 25-inch scale. They're both pretty much the same guitar, just the necks are a little bit different on them. And the Grendel has a reverse headstock. And I'm running the stock pickups in them because I'm getting a good tone out of them.
Okay. What bands have influenced your band and its sound?
Meshuggah.
Meshuggah, and I'd say the Acacia string.
Acacia
Yeah,
strain.
definitely.
Well, even seeing personal stuff here, like that is the sound of us, as I'm part of this, and Neopert's drumming.
Yeah.
I use a lot of his techniques right there.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm influenced a lot by the Acacia strain and Whitechapel and Suicide Silence a lot. I don't know. I mean, like I grew up listening to that kind of music, like those bands, and yeah, I don't know.
As everybody else has said, you know, commutatively, you got Meshuggah, and then Acacia strain, Oceano.
I will say between the Buried and Me, Kurt Topsy,
We could do this for the next 25 minutes, basically.
I'll just keep going.
I guess another band that like we take influence from, but we've been doing it probably just as long as they have, is Barrier. They're actually a band that we all kind of like their style and like the way they flow, and we feel we share a similar sound, but we both do it differently than each other, I would say.
And then me, my guitar playing roots back mostly to like Machine Head and Sepultura. Just straight groove. Mixed with the newer stuff.
Yeah.
What was your first show like?
The very first
It
one?
was actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, I guess it was.
We got like a big crowd reaction, which I wasn't expecting, and it was a multi-genre show because we played with like every type of music that night. Metal, fucking stupid ass crunkcore.
There was even like a rockabilly band, if I remember correctly, or like a punk rock.
I don't remember.
It was just like a big New Year's Eve type show, and we got invited to play it, and it was a great time. I mean, everybody had fun, everybody moved for us, and
it was a great way to stay in shape.
yeah, it was a good opportunity to go and play.
What made you guys decide to form a band?
Metal.
Metal.
The fact that
Metal.
probably
Metal!
the fact that we've all been in previous bands, and this is what we do and what we're gonna keep doing.
I would just say the love of music.
Yeah,
Like honestly,
I mean,
why does anyone form a band?
Why does one not say metal?
when he said, I guess to close on that, I mean,
Metal.
Metal.
Yeah, let's just go with metal. We'll stick the spiel.
What is your opinion on sites posting your material and other bands' material?
I think it's great because it's an opportunity for people who may not know who your band is, but want to sound similar to one of their favorite bands. I mean, if they're gonna do it respectively, and you know, maybe host a blog site where they're just reporting on it and giving you like, hey, check this band out. I don't really see a problem with it. I mean,
What kind of question is that though? Like, how do you feel about free promotion?
Yeah,
Well-
bad publicity is good publicity.
Exactly.
I mean, if someone were to leak your album, like, that's
We're not-
It's
I mean-
gonna happen, so.
In this day and age,
really
it's
much to
inevitable.
do about it.
It's absolutely inevitable.
As
Somebody's going to leak your material.
As long as someone listens to it, like that's all that really matters. That's what we're doing it for.
Like
Exactly.
if Peter gets his hands on you know, the EP that's about to come out, and he gives it to his friend Paul, you know, Paul's going to give it to John. It's just a snake of events. You can't really, you know what I mean? You can't stop these days.
I'd rather have somebody find it and get it illegally, and then come to a show and buy like merchandise.
Truth. I mean, as long as my music, you come to a show and see me, I'm cool with that. Come see us. You be the judge. I mean, get our music however you want. I guess I don't care.
As long as you come see us, that's all we look for.
Is you.
are there
It's
any?
you.
Are there any?
I
bands,
want you.
Yeah, shut up.
Are there any bands that you enjoyed playing with more than the others?
Can I start this one?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, we've, you know, like I said, as of on the list of hodgepodge shows, a band I really did like playing with, and they had nothing to do with what we do, is a band called Switchblade Scarlet. They're like
Yes.
they're like an '80s like
Hair metal.
band, but they're nice guys, and our crowd reaction was great that night. So I can't be mad. It was fun. It was fun just to show that there's diversity in the music scene, and everybody can still have fun with a multi-genre show.
I'm kind of stoked just to play with Barry or Gift Giver here coming up in the next
That
few
too.
months.
That fucking bass, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I really enjoy playing with Clarity Calls Forth. Honestly, they're really fun dudes to play with, and their music is sick. I mean, I don't know.
They're good
I
guys.
played a bunch of shows with them, and they're really cool.
Alright. How do you guys feel about the classifications in metal, like deathcore, metalcore, and other subgenres, and how some get a negative rap?
No one's gonna like everything. I mean, no one's gonna be like, oh, I love everything ever. Like, there's always gonna be someone who doesn't like a certain genre of music. I mean, you kind of have to classify it as something, right? You can't not.
You can subgenre all you want, but when people ask me what kind of band are you, I just say metal. Because
Yep.
if you say metal, they know what you're talking about, but if you say deathcore, they might look at you like, what?
Oh, you play that screamy music?
Yeah. I can't. I generally just tend to tell people I've been a metal band, and I will float them some of our material if it's available, and have them be the judge on their own, or invite them out to a show and they judge it on their own. I can't say one way or another.
I say death metal or deathcore. I mean, that's what we are. I'm not gonna lie. But
Yeah.
What's your favorite song to play?
I'm gonna go ahead and say my favorite song live to play is either Abandoned or X-Men.
I like all of them.
Alright, fair enough. Ian?
I don't know, all of them.
I don't know why. But, my favorite song to play live out of the whole set, if I had to pick one, would probably either be Abandoned or Colossus. Is that what it is?
Colossus.
Colossus, yeah, that sounds like a good
I
name.
thought
We'll call it
say
that.
Colossal.
I'm Colossus, that's that anymore.
When you're not doing things with the band, what can you guys be seen doing? What do you do in your free time?
Well, if it's what I can be seen doing, I work at a brewery, so I'm a beer aficionado. I'm a home brewer. I play a lot of Battlefield on PS3. Otherwise than that, just hang out, watch TV, hang out, man. I'm a normal person. I don't know. I play music. What do you want?
You can find me sleeping.
Or masturbating.
Yes.
Trying to find money.
There you go.
The struggle is real.
Me, I'm a gamer. I play Battlefield, but unfortunately, he has a different system.
I'm in the PS3 camp. He's in the Xbox camp, and
Well, for now, but
if you ask a PC gamer, they both suck. So who cares, right?
Games are a waste of life.
and I collect.
What's this
I
do?
collect classic games. I have a nice collection going on.
Nice. Classic gaming's always sweet.
I have a bunch of 32X games I just found last night. that
No
I'm
shit.
Stoked about. I don't have the shit to play it on, but I have the cartridges.
So if anybody out there is listening that has a 32X, send it to this
please
guy.
send it to me.
Because he needs
and
it. He's got,
Genesis, and the fucking cable you need for it.
All
You're
of
a
that.
fucking mooch. Why don't you just
All
buy
of that.
yourself?
Just give him everything.
Why don't I buy it myself? Because I'm in here. And I can't afford
Is there more
shit.
questions?
Jones needs
Okay,
video
let's get
games.
back on topic then.
Okay.
What's your biggest band moment?
I'd say our biggest moment is always like right before. No, seriously.
Definitive.
No, it's like always right before we go on stage and we just get together. We do our band huddle. We talk about what we're gonna do that night. We give a 1, 2, 3 Hasselhoff. We go on
was gonna
stage
say,
and get it done.
Our definitive
That
moment.
is our highlight moment.
Our highlight moment is when we ask off.
We're just being together as a band. We enjoy each other's company. We're friends.
Okay.
Or the biggest moment is the one that hasn't happened yet.
That's it.
What is your opinion on the current state of metal?
I think it's great.
I'm gonna fucking shoot this guy.
I mean, it's still underground, but like it's growing. It's huge. I mean, I can't complain about it. Every scene has its ups and downs, but
Yeah.
metal's metal, and it's fucking awesome.
Well, metal's been around for so long now that I could go to the bar and sit next to a almost 50-year-old man, and he'll talk to me about metal just the same as I'll talk to him about metal. He'll get my band's name, and we'll talk about the shows he's been in. I mean, he'll talk about going to see Metallica when they first came out, or he'll talk about Priest, and I'll tell him about the new bands, and he'll look them up, and you know what I mean?
No other genre of music can you go up to someone and go like this, and they know what you mean. That's all I'm
Truthfully,
saying.
it's the metal side.
Unless you do this and then you're a super hardcore.
Or you do this and you're just kind of an asshole, but...
How did you guys come up with the band's name?
That happened with me by accident. Fuck this bass. Needs to turn down. Anyway.
Turn down for what?
I assure you, we will beat this bass player in the other room mercilessly when we find him.
Anyway, we were stuck trying to find a name because like nowadays you'll come up with a really awesome band name and then check Facebook.
It's
or
always
MySpace,
taken.
and it's always taken.
Yeah.
And for some reason, when we first started jamming with the drummer, every time we got together to practice, it was storming really, really bad.
Just torrential
So,
downpour
I
every
was
time.
joking, and I was like, we should take it when on the weather report. They're like, seek shelter immediately. And then everyone was like, yeah, I'm down for that. So kind of just use that.
We named our band
Seek
after the
shelter
weather.
immediately, or-
Huh? No, not
shelter
immediately.
immediately.
No, we just decided to name it Seek Shelter because it was torrentially downpouring.
And nobody had it taken.
Truth.
What can the fans expect to see from you in the future?
The sky's the limit, man.
Well, we have an EP that we're going to be releasing here in 2014.
Yeah. I mean, they can expect to see us.
Yeah, so, a matter of fact,
We don't have a release date yet for the EP because it's still in the mixing stages, but
in the future they can expect to see us. Exactly what Brandon said. Expect to see us. Expect to hear more about us. Expect us to play more shows.
we got a lot of stuff that's in the works right now that we can't really talk about.
Yeah,
Can't make public yet.
we're tied up in negotiations on some things, but you guys will be happy. If whoever likes our music will be happy for the things that'll happen for us. So.